how do I follow Eddie Freeman? Let's give Eddie a hand for putting this event Well, I'm going to be with you guys tomorrow too, so I'm not going to take a lot of time. But my role is I kind of want to impart a little bit of the vision and how we got started and who we are. Because as Eddie said, we are a little bit different. You know, I joined this industry I always say 17, but it's actually been 22 years now. I just never changed my story. I never update my story. And I joined a little company. I sold some water filters. Did anybody else do that? Yes. I think it's the most hands I've ever gotten. Thank you guys. Thank you for falling for that too. I puppy dogged every one of those things. But I fell in love with the industry. You know, that company was not for me, and I didn't make a lot of money, but I fell in love with the industry. And I fell in love with the industry because it's really about people. You know, we've talked about, Jeff Pollard's done a great job. You've heard from my brother, the CEO, talking about where we are and where we're going as a company. And there's so many elements of this, and that's why we appreciate you guys being here, because really this business is about people. Until you can look people in the eye and really know what they're what they're all about, you really can't make a decision. You know, a lot of you guys have been down here recently and spent a couple days with us, and now you're off and running, and that's our hope for a lot of you guys here in this room today. But to me, the most important thing is about people. It's about relationships. That's what this business is all about. These products, they'll always be the best. We're always going to concentrate on making the best products in the world. Our compensation plan, my role in the company is the founder. I'm a distributor too. I'm the founding distributor. Okay, I make my money the same way you guys do. I don't get any overrides. Michael Seymour doesn't cut me a corporate check. He doesn't even cut me an expense check anymore. All right, I buy my own airfare to Japan. And so, but I believe in that. I believe that's integrity. And that's what we want it to be. So one thing I can say about the compensation plan, it's always going to be the best. Okay? So I get to kind of dance as the chairman of the board on both angles, make sure these guys are in line here, But it's a great role for me. But so we have a lot of aspects of the company that you guys are taking a look at, evaluating, making a business decision. But at the end of the day, I really believe that people is what we're all about. And that's the business we're in. We're not a nutritional company first. We're not a direct selling network marketing company first. We're in the people business. And somebody told me this one time. Can you imagine, going to get a surgery by a doctor or a surgeon that never went to school, right? Didn't have the credentials that had a surgery. Would you do it? No way. No. And so in the people business, we got to go to school. Personal development and growth is the most important thing in our lives. And tomorrow I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about that. But Tony Robbins is a big mentor, man. Any Tony Robbins fans? Yeah. I'm talking to the right crowd, right? So Tony talks about 6 human needs. Who's going to help me out? What are they? 4 basic human needs. What are they? Significance, right? These are needs that we all have to get met somewhere. And we do. We do. If you really we get our significance met somewhere in life. Sometimes in bad ways, but sometimes in good ways. So significance for us men, that's really important, right? Right? What's the second one? Love and connection, right? Ladies, you guys understand that, right? That's the most important thing for a lot of ladies. Love and connection. We want to be part of something. Number 3 is certainty, right? Certainty. We want to be certain about some things in life. Whether it's a spouse, a job, whether XFuse is going to be here tomorrow, whether XFuse is going to continue to develop great products, whether XFuse is going to send out Michael Seymour is going to write those checks every week, right? There's a certainty. Number 4 is variety. I like to call it the spice of life, right? We like variety. Who doesn't like to come here and have fun and do something different? Some of you guys are going on cruises or going to the Atlantis. Who's getting to hit that rising star thing? Anybody? Few people are. You're not. You should, because I'm going. And I like to have fun. I work hard and I play hard. And beyond those 4 basic human needs, there's 2 really spiritual needs we all want to attain to, and it's growth and contribution. We're either growing or dying in life. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit more about that tomorrow, but contribution is really kind of what I want to address today. And I learned that in my life, that there's a higher form of success. When you start giving back to the world, start making a difference in people's lives, it's more rewarding than money, way more fulfilling. It brings a lot more happiness and joy in your life if you're giving back. And for me, when I grew up, I thought it was about money, making money, making money, making money. And so at a young age, I had my first business. It was a wood cutting business. And I thought, I'm just going to order a bunch of loads of truck, full of wood logs, cut them up, sell them for face cords. I lived in upstate New York. We all heated with wood. I ordered 2 trucks. They dumped in my yard. There was the trucks that they had to lift the logs out. I didn't realize it. Destroyed my yard. It took me 2 years to cut them up. I didn't make a penny. My parents hated me for it. My first failure in business. Then I was a painting business. I hired all my friends and I painted houses in the summer. And then I found network marketing. And I really started to excel. But business, I thought there was money. Isn't that what the American dream says? A nice house, a nice car. We get our significance from material things, which is not a good thing. And so I thought that was it. But in 1993, I had a great opportunity. American football was always my dream as a kid. Went to college, played, realized I was too short, not fast enough, wasn't going anywhere. And so I had to give that up. And I was able to go over to Ukraine and play some football, share my faith, and work with orphans. And that 28-day trip turned into 10 years for me. I decided, I'm not going home. I'm just going to stay out there. And I didn't know it was going to be for 10 years, but I ended up traveled all over the world, worked with different kids, worked with orphans. And I realized that human need that I was talking about, contribution, is the most important thing. It really is. If you want to live a joyful life, you have to give back. And isn't that what this industry is all about? If you talk to people and it's all about a dollar sign and recruiting them because you want to make money about them, or do you really want to serve them and help them? And so that's what our company's all about. And that's why we wanted to bring you guys here to really understand that family concept. We're giving you guys a lot of information, but at the core of the whole thing is Viva Kids. It's our philosophy. It's a way of life. And so after that 10 years, I had this dream in the back of my head. I'm going to start this network marketing company because I got burned. Anybody got burned in this industry before? I built the big check. It was changed. It was taken away. And so I decided, one day I'm going to do it right. I'm going to do it based on distributors first. And from my perspective and our corporate team, our number one asset is sitting right in this room. It's not these products. It's not our computer systems. It's not the compensation plan. Anybody can do that, really. Anybody can do that. But it's a people. It's a culture that we're developing. And it's just starting here. And you guys are part of something pretty special right now. So I decided I'm going to go back I packed everything up. I was living in Mexico at the time. Going back to the United States, build this billion-dollar company. We're going to feed 1 million kids. Now, have you guys ever heard any negativity when people talk about network marketing? Yeah. Believe me, okay? I started telling everybody, And, somebody was telling me yesterday, he's like, go do the business, but you're not allowed to talk to anybody for 30 days. I think that's brilliant. Right? Let's get you in the business, but you're not allowed to really ruin your warm market until you're for 30 days in. But I didn't listen to that advice. I told everybody. And I'm a missionary. I've done well in network marketing as a distributor, even part-time. That's why I believe in a part-time aspect to this business. But, I told them I was going to raise $10 million. We're going to develop this product. We're going to do all this, blah, blah, blah. People didn't really receive it too well. But when you got a dream and you got a why and you got a purpose cemented in your heart, you can do anything. You start using this brilliant mind that God gave us, we can do anything. And lo and behold, we raised $13 million. And my brother, I finally got my brother on board, and I remember sitting in the hot tub when I was on furlough one time, telling him about this dream of mine. He just shook your head, you're nuts. Because I had convinced him to get in every network marketing company. He never made a dime. And so he thought I was nuts. But I was able to recruit my brother and to start this thing together. You heard the story of Paul Morris joining us, and we just built an incredible team. But we did it on a dream. We did it on a dream. I said, we're going to give 1% of our gross revenue to kids around the world. And we're going to make a difference. We're going to make a difference. And we're going to create an army of people that want to make a difference. And a lot of people, listen, when I went on that trip in 1993, I had no idea what I was getting in for. I had no idea when you can unlock that part of your human need, your soul, what it can do for you, how it can open up your mind. And so that's what we want to do here. It's part of our culture. We want you guys to talk about Viva Kids. Make this part of your story. Japan, Eddie mentioned Japan. I've been over there 27 times in the last 5 years. I love Japan. I love the people. I love the food. And I'm tired of going. And talk about Japan, I've been to Southeast Asia about 15 to 20 times, and that's a lot further than Japan. So, but I'll tell you about one of the reasons we're so successful in Japan You do not go to a meeting over there without them talking about Viva Kids, about our culture, about who we are. They tell that story, and that's what network marketing is. Whoever tells the story and tells it the most, if it's authentic and you touch people because you care about people, you're going to win. You're going to be successful. You're certainly going to be successful next year. And that's one of the things we've done in Japan. And we continue to grow. And I believe we'll be the biggest network marketing company in Japan one day. And we've got that kind of base, that kind of stability. And now we're going to create that right here. You guys have heard about the reverse launch and how we went to Japan first, and now we're coming back to focus here. But my heart is that you guys get this story of Viva Kids. And it's not just about the nonprofit organization and the 1% that you guys are all part of. You put your auto ship in, you sign somebody up, guess what? You're feeding a child that day. Make that part of your story because it's real, it's authentic, and people are going to know it's real. And for some of you guys, you're going to go down to Dominican with us, right? Yeah. Good deal, I like it. And we've taken over 700 people down there already. We call them Vacations with a Purpose. And the reason I wanted that to be so much a part of what we do is because it changed my life. That trip changed my life. I went over there 28 days. I thought I was going to play football, work with a few kids. I never came home. You know, I never came home. And I know it can change so many lives. I was talking to some of you guys yesterday that have been in the Dominican Republic and have been down there and experienced it. And until you experience that, the way that we live, we're so blessed. We are so blessed. And I'll tell you, you go down there and you meet those kids, they will give you way more than you'll ever give them. Than our 1%, or if you sponsor a kid for $32 a month, they'll give you way more just in that one trip. And it'll change us. And we can take that and give it to other people. And so contribution is a big part of what we want to create. And those 6 human needs that I talk about, they're kind of a staple for us. You know, Paul and I talk about it all the time. How do we create a culture here that meets those 6 human needs? Because no matter how you slice it, there's not 7, there's not 8, there's 6. Doesn't matter what color our skin is, where we come from, what culture, what decade we were born in, we all have those 6 human needs. And if we create a family where we meet those needs, significance, right? Well, big part of our business is recognition, right? Being recognized, being raised up as a leader. Certainty. Again, I mentioned that the best products in the world, you can be certain of that. That Michael's going to send your check every single week. Certainty, variety, where we have some fun together. Anybody like to have fun? I already know some of you guys. I like that. All right? Love and connection. We love each other. We care about each other. We connect. We're a family. And if we can create a culture of personal growth where we're growing as human beings and a culture of contributing to the world, we're going to do something special here. Because our goal is that you don't have to look for another network marketing company in 2 years. We're here for the long term. We're going to be here for you guys. And we're going to create it based on your needs. Because you guys are the #1 asset in this company. So I'm blessed that you guys are here. I'm blessed that you're taking the time out, and we're gonna have another great day tomorrow. And are you guys getting a lot of good information? Yeah. One other philosophy I have in life is I just bring people that are a lot smarter, more talented around me. So I'm gonna turn it back to those guys, but I look forward to spending some time with you guys tomorrow. Thank you very much.